Sheriff Woody at your service. Talk about your great days. I'm going to remember this one for quite a while.
Alright, well, you had to interrupt me there. Anyways, hello everybody! I'm Gamemaster 909, back with more of Disney Infinity. Today, I am back at the Toy Box mode playing as the rootinest tootinest cowboy and the whole Wild West, Woody. Now, previously, I played as Jesse and built some pixel art over there using the blocks found in Disney Infinity as a way to kind of get some more blocks logged in the game for Creator Extraordinaire, along with Creator Extraordinaire 2, which is plays 5,000 blocks in total. I will do that, trust me. Whatever it takes, I'll do it. 8, 9, 10. And with that, I only have 10 feats left. Most of these are just, yeah, very, very high numbers. 1,000, 1,000, 5,000, 5,000, 500, 100, 100, 500, and 1,000. Yeah, there's a reason those haven't been done yet. Oh, by the way, the 2 power discs I placed on are both Wave 3 power discs for the game, including the Toy Story Mania Blaster, straight from the Toy Story Midway Mania Disney Parks attraction. And we also have Tantor, Tarzan's elephant friend from Tarzan. And what seems to be his adult form, because, you know, if you don't know, in the Tarzan movie, it's kind of a coming-of-age story where you kind of see Tarzan grow up in the jungle and stuff. And this Tantor is clearly based on Tantor's adult form, voiced by Wayne Knight, because of course he is. Unfortunately, he's not voiced by Wayne Knight in this game. He's not voiced by anyone, really. He just has the generic elephant sound effects, because this is pretty much just a palette swap of the elephant we saw in the Lone Ranger playset, along with the Abu the Elephant power disc. So yeah, there's 3 elephants in this game. One of them being a generic one. Although, yeah, his eyeballs still move around, so he's got some expression, which is really nice. So yeah, Tantor's pretty cool. So that's that. And today, I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but I do know something. We'll do something. First, though, let's go ahead and take a look at Woody's Toy Box Adventure, Woody's Roundup. Race around the meteor track 3 times and show us how fast you are, cowboy. Right. We got a little racing challenge for Woody. Makes sense. Using many toys that move, animate, or break is fine for local play, but can affect network play. Pretty much online multiplayer won't perform as well if you have a whole bunch of interactive objects.
Race 3 laps as quickly as possible.
Alright, we got this whole Toy Story in Space themed track. Complete 3 laps around the track as quickly as possible. We'll get gold if we do it under 3 minutes. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Just going around on bullseye. I want to say the other players are given different horses. I wouldn't be surprised. Like probably the other horses we saw in the Toy Story in Space playset that we unlocked for the toy box, like the zebra and the pink horse. Although I'm not sure what a 4th player would be given. By the way, we actually go through the goo volcano, which lets us shrink and grow in size, or like shrink and grow bullseye, which could be pretty helpful. Similarly to Jesse's Toy Box Adventure, I would recommend grabbing goo, because it makes bullseye a whole lot faster. Except for when you do that. Try not to do that. Let's see, it's at under 3 minutes, right? Ah, shoot. But by the way, we're also given a blaster, which can help us destroy crates along with enemies. which will show up across the track. And yeah, there's even some critters lying around, along with some, I think we saw some aliens earlier. Oh, there's one. Yeah, not a very good first lap if I'm going for under 3 minutes. There are some shortcuts, though. You use a double jump with bullseye. You could jump over gaps and get some shortcuts, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you could either go the safe route or take big risks and get some big rewards by saving some time. It's pretty cool. So yeah, overall, a pretty okay Toy Box Adventure in my opinion. It's as simple as a horse challenge. What much more is there to say, except for showing off these wonderful shortcuts. Like that. Ooh. Although, are those sparks I collected ever going to follow me? Or is it because I'm constantly moving and I go faster than the speed of the sparks? Ah, shoot. Alright. Gotta do this final lap in 30 seconds. But now, at least now that I know all the shortcuts, if I do a second attempt, it hopefully should be easier. Oh, shoot. Yeah, watch out for shrinking bullseye, because that can happen. Although, it doesn't seem to be like a middle section in terms of shrinking and growing, to where if you step into the green goo after getting into purple goo, you will instantly grow back to big size. So that's nice, at least. However, vice versa is the case. It kind of follows Super Mario Brothers rules, where if you have like multiple power-ups stacked on top of one another, I got a silver medal. One hit will send you back to your small size. But yeah, we got silver medal. The time of 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Best lap 56 seconds. If I get more consistent times like that, we should probably be able to get a gold medal pretty easily.
Race 3 laps as quickly as possible.
All right. This time I'll try to take as many shortcuts as I can. So, one interesting thing that I could mention is that you may notice that my mic sounds a little differently. Well, that's because since the last recording session, actually the last recording session was 9 months ago. Yeah, between this and the last video, which probably went up right before this on YouTube if I were to guess, was recorded a whole 9 months before this. I think it was recorded right after I uploaded the first part of this series back in August of 2023. Now, you might be wondering, dude, what took you so long? That was cool. Well, since I started uploading the series, I have moved, actually. Because all my previous videos that were uploaded on this channel were all recorded in my parents' house. And now, I have since moved out and am now in an apartment. Even though this place isn't the best for like recording stuff like this, because I have a wood floor rather than the carpet floor I had before, so there's a lot more echo going on. But I have figured stuff out, and I've made it a little better than it was before. But yeah, ain't that interesting. And I think another reason why I didn't record for a whole 9 months is because, again, moving had to do with it, but also just the fact that I didn't really need to record new footage, because across, the first half of 2023, pretty much across the summer of 2023, I recorded a new Like, I had a recording session for the series almost every day of the summer because I didn't really have much else to do. And because of that, I had hours upon hours of footage that I was able to upload, 2 episodes a week. And I still have tons of footage I have yet to upload. So, I didn't really need any new footage because I had plenty of footage to keep uploading for a long, long time. But now I've finally gotten around to getting more footage. And boom, we're almost there. I'd say I did pretty well. And we got a gold medal, baby. Look at that. With a time of 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Very, very nice. Recover quickly from an enemy's attack by pressing A. Only in later games could you do it in midair.
Hello, partner. Are you ready to head out for another adventure?
Also, yeah, the little sound effect that plays whenever you equip the Toy Story Mania Blaster sounds like this. Very cool, very Carnival-esque. Which is fitting for considering, like I said, this is based on a Disney Parks attraction, Toy Story Midway Mania. Which I know is in Disney World. I want to say it's also in Disneyland, or at least it was in Anaheim. But I do know it's still there in Orlando. Alongside a whole land based on Toy Story Land. I should probably travel to a different toy box. How about that? Maybe we could go back to GM 909 World and do some stuff in there. Okay, apparently, according to the thumbnail, I was playing as Lone Ranger last time, so it's been a little while since I've been to this Toy Box World. But, yeah, not only was there the theme park attraction, there was also a video game based after the attraction, Toy Story Mania, on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii. I think released in 2009, I want to say. I do know the attraction came out before Toy Story 3 hit theaters, and I think the same was the case for the video game.
Howdy, cowboy. Are you ready to head out for another adventure?
Alright, here we are back in GM 909 World to do stuff in here, because I got an idea of what we could do in here. Something just to, get closer to getting more feats done in style. With a couple of ideas I came up with. One of them being, let's go to build view. Something to do, of course, with blocks. We already have the block castle over there. But something I really liked building in the toy box mode across all the Disney Infinity games is what I call a block pyramid, which is probably what other people call it. And where would I place it? I don't know. What I do know is that how you build it is actually you start from the top and build downward. You'll see what I mean once we actually get to building it. I just gotta find a place to actually put it. Because there's not much room to make one that'll be like super big and stuff. I might just need more room, who knows. But let's see, we could try putting it in this corner and see what happens. So pretty much you start from the tippy top of where you want to build it. And what theme should we have it set to? Maybe we could have the brick. Only thing is that I'm probably going to have to set it now because there won't really be a way to change it later unless I want to go through each block individually, which is kind of be a pain. Let's see. We got this. I prefer the brick aesthetic. And plus, it looks good alongside the retro video game theme. There we go. Alright, so pretty much you build around the block, right? And then you pretty much fill in the gaps. Well, I think. Yeah, you do. You do. I'm doing this right. Okay, perfect. I remember, I want to say I talked about advertisements for this game, about how they would sometimes have little, like, adverts on Disney Channel promoting this game. Having, like, different, I think Disney Channel stars play this game and have little, like, contests in the toy box, or, like, competitions about, like, building the best world they can. One of the things they did in there was build a block pyramid, which was how I found out about the whole concept. And since then, I love building them in whatever worlds I can. Or pretty much, you know, the main worlds that I would focus on in terms of building stuff. Like, as I explained before, the Gamemaster No 9 Land series of worlds across the save files in the Disney Infinity games I played growing up. Yeah, I think we're going to need more room. It's kind of funny, because viewing it on the side, it looks like the freaking board from Cubert. That's what it always reminded me of. With the whole isometric view of cubes. Yeah, I don't think there'll be enough room in here, at least on the left side. Let's see in here. Oh, shoot. Definitely not. I might have made it a little too tall. Oh well, it still looks cool. And I think it won't interfere with the racetrack, which is good. So yeah, pretty much, you know, thankfully you're easily able to just flick the analog stick and it'll automatically place the block to the nearest, you know, open location. And also we're starting to run low on space. Yeah, it's definitely gonna have to hang over the edge. Whoops. I don't know, considering these are just blocks, they might not take up too much space, so we might be good. Or actually, it might not hang off the... Wait. Shoot. I don't know. It's hard to tell if it'll hang off the edge. Also, looking at the shadow down there looks cool. It's like a freaking, like a honeycomb or something. Pretty cool. I believe that's my air conditioning coming on. I'm sure viewers at home are able to hear that. That's one of the things I was worried about when I moved in here, because I knew... Oh! Just barely! It does not hang off the edge. Perfect. That is cool. So I made it the perfect size. The perfect size for a block pyramid, baby. Look at this. It's great. There we go. Look at that! Ain't that cool? And, where am I? I'm not inside the pyramid, am I? Come on, camera, catch up. Where am I? There I am. Okay, I'm right here. Interesting. I noticed the character chest spawn on here. I guess because there's so many of these blocks, this might actually be a good place for, like, what I consider farming character chests, because how it works is, yeah, it's right over here. It's one for Elsa, it looks like. And, yeah, you can stand on top of it, so it gives you a little stool that you can jump off of. I'm sure that hasn't been exploited. What? Okay. Weird. We could probably put something on top, honestly. Maybe, usually I would put like a teleporter on top that takes you to a different area, but... Or... Just be a moron and put a frickin' explosive block up here, so if you go to the top, all you'll find is an explosion that sends you all the way back down. Maybe. I don't even know if you could jump up there with the explosive block on top. No, I don't think so. Alright, never mind. Yep, it sends you all the way back down. Perfect. Oh. My god. Oh, I didn't even realize that any blocks that, like any of the dynamic blocks that are placed down will have a little transparent block of where they were originally. That's helpful. I didn't even realize that. I guess I didn't really use dynamic blocks that often. But it might be something fun to mess around with in here if I have space for it later. For now, I gotta see, how many blocks is this? I don't know if I want to do the math, honestly. It's probably around, like, I think 100. Editor, put a note on screen saying how many blocks are on here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to make you go through all that effort, but it'll be worth it, trust me. So we can know exactly how many of these we could place in order to get Creator Extraordinaire 2. But yeah, that's that. That's a block pyramid for you guys. Building sets. Buildings. I don't think any of the buildings are small enough to be placed on top of there. But you know what it is. Or wait, never mind. We have the Sword in the Stone already in this world. Monument of Heroes. Looks like that's too big. Yeah, that wouldn't be cool. Founder's Fountain, too big. Clock Tower, too big. Other Clock Tower, too big. Yeah, everything here is either too big or I've already placed down. Maybe a plant of a certain theme. You know what? That'd be cool, actually. The Tron theme has some pretty cool plants we could probably place down and put on top of there. But, yeah, for now, we have that taken care of. I may as well go ahead and do something I've been wanting to do for a while, and that is revisit the Hall of Heroes, actually, to see our progress with everything. And also to show an interesting glitch you can perform when visiting the Hall of Heroes. If you set quick swaps before heading to the Hall of Heroes, those quick swap items will actually save, and that's the only way you'll be able to use tools and packs in the Hall of Heroes. This has been exploited and has been used to access the editor in the Hall of Heroes. However, I believe that glitch has been patched to where utilizing the Magic Wand in the Hall of Heroes does nothing. I want to say I've actually explained it before. I think I have explained it before when talking about glow-in-the-dark Buzz Lightyear, because using that glitch was the only way you could actually find the glow-in-the-dark Buzz Lightyear statue. Anyways, here we are. And hey, we even got plants on the outside of the Hall of Heroes. Stage 14 of the Hall of Heroes is unlocked. But yeah, check this out. Oh, there's another thing. I don't even know what happened there. But probably something cool, if I were to guess. Maybe it's inside? Maybe. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of power discs to, what do you call it? Reveal by just stepping over them, you'll get all of the power discs you have scanned across the game. Yeah, they'll all be saved. And they will be shown in little plaques to kind of track your progress of all the power discs you own. And yeah, they're actually like organized by toy type, I believe, or the power disc type, including sky power discs, which we're going through right now, and now terrain power discs. Yep. I do find this little animation that plays super interesting. Interesting that it has a shadow and everything. Oh, look at that. You got the Condor Man glider. The Stitch surfboard. This will allow us to see what all power discs I have left to scan for the game. Toy Story Mini Blaster. You got Stitch Blaster. You got Tantor, of course. Khan, the Headless Horseman's horse, Abu the elephant. We got Asher Blaster's cruiser, Dumbo, Captain Hook's ship, the parking lot tram, Mike's new car. Yeah, I think, yeah. We have all of these over here to reveal. And by the way, if you just run through all of them super quick, it'll just go through each of them, like, have the animations finish right after one another. So yeah, with that, I believe there's only a few hexagonal power discs I have left to scan. And over here we have the circular power discs. Ralph's Power of Destruction. Along with Mickey's Sorcerer Hat. And I think that's it. Oh no, there's one more. With Dr. Doofenshmirtz's Damaginator. Now, how many circular power discs are there left to scan? I think there's only one. Yeah, I think so. And again, I think I know what it is. Yeah, I'll have to go into my drawer to get it out. But it will allow me to show something interesting, and that is what happens when you place a power disc that you haven't placed before while in the Hall of Heroes. I'll go get the disc real quick. Yeah, it'll just light up immediately. With Chernobog's power, chance for bonus damage. And boom. With that, now use all the circular power discs in this game. We'll look at the descriptions later once we have all of the power discs in. We also have some characters, sparkling, which will indicate when a new statue is available for them. So I don't think too many of them have changed, but we do now have a gold Mr. Incredible statue, pretty much for characters that we have leveled up to level 10, which I don't even know if I have any other characters that have leveled up to level 10, which is a little concerning and tells you how much more of this game I'm going to have to play. Ugh. We can fly around now. Yep. Only Mr. Incredible. Okay. It was going to be harder than I thought, having to go through all of the, I'm going to have to play as all of these characters again, because I do plan on getting gold statues with every character. Now, I won't have to get a maximum level with every character, which is level 15 in this game. But at least only 3 of them. Or at least 3 of them. Because of an achievement for this game. So yeah, check this out. Get to fly. Although I probably could have used the Crow Wing Pack as well to fly around the Hall of Heroes. We have this whole area unlocked, by the way, with all these statues. Kind of wish we got a little backstory on who these townspeople are. Who knows? They might be modeled after developers of the game. Yeah, I got one with pliers. Got one with a sword and shield. Got this one with a paintbrush and a bow and arrow. And was that just? It's just straight up backpack, I think. Yeah. It's got one with some drums. One with a horn along with a flag, calling everyone to battle, I guess. You also got a little princess. Oh, that's a bird. Nice. And a rose. I remember as a kid trying to make theories of who these people are, calling them the Toy Box Legends. Yeah, that's how bored I got back then. I crafted my own Disney Infinity lore. Oh, ain't that great? I mean, that's the only thing I could think about with them, because like they aren't given any explanation in this game. I might try contacting someone at Avalanche to see if they know anything about it. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if they're modeled after developers, especially with some of their accessories. Maybe some of them being themed around employees, with the drum and the what was the other weird accessories that I noticed? Oh, the paintbrush. At least I think it was a paintbrush. I don't know what else it could have been, but yeah, that's really it for revisiting the Hall of Heroes. Like I said, there's just a couple more power discs that we will reveal further into the series. So stay tuned for that. It's mainly just some texture power discs, although there are a couple of toy power discs that need to be scanned as well. Mainly the horses that are left. So there's a whole bunch of mounts that need to be revealed, along with just vehicles and stuff. Which, yeah, we'll see in the future. Yeah, I apologize I didn't get to play as Woody that much for this. I kind of just want to brush through all of the, having to go through all of the playset characters so that I can get into the real interesting characters. The toy box only characters, which there are 9 of. Gonna have to play as all those in the next few episodes. So yeah, won't that be fun? So yeah, tune in next time to where I'll be going through the toy box mode, but as those toy box only characters I mentioned. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see y'all then. Although, I should have checked this before. 315 gold stars. That's where we're at. I will say Woody's got a nice idle animation. I mean, I'd argue that almost every character in this game is pretty cool idle animations. I wonder if there's a video out there that just shows all the characters' idle animations, because they're fun to look at.